All right, so today I did 450s. The first two are definitely, I think, on the 23. We'll see how 23 they are. The last two are 24-ish. I got tired, but let's see what it is. I think it's going to be a little faster because I know what I'm doing here. So anyways, this is same setup. Let's just get to it. So I'm waddling around the pool here. And we're going to, oh, see, there was wind, so it was moving the time thing. That was obnoxious. Okay. Now, we'll see. Let's see where the 59 is, because I'm probably going to skewer the 59. Okay, so I'm seeing the frame here is 38,573. So let's move it here. And I think some of these dives are a little early, actually, so we'll compensate for that. So this should be 573. And my foot is R at 5.7. It's off right here. And you can see it's still 59 and my foot's a little off right there. There we go. So it's like, yeah, it's just off by, let's say, 1/10 of a second. And let's just say it's off by 1/10. And then we'll add that on. And then, if it was, maybe another 1/10 to whatever. Plus, these are off the side of the pool relay dives, so whatever. But let's just keep that in mind. All right, we don't have to actually watch this too long. It's 20-something, we'll see. This is not me necessarily. The water aerators were also on, so they were splashing water everywhere, which was a joy for the camera. All four of them recorded properly, by the way, even though there was like water misting. Okay. So let's see here, 22. So definitely not a 22. We haven't had that on camera yet, or ever, I think. But so that's 23 right here. So it turns 23 at 591, which makes sense. 558 to 559. Yeah, this is the cursor is what we're looking at right here. Might not be the biggest thing. I think it comes across. But anyway, so it to 591 is when it turns to 23. And then we'll add 1/10 to that and blah, blah, blah. But let's see. So 591 is when it turns to 23. So we'll see where I touch. And oh, look at that. My hand is right there. I'm gliding in. We can see my hand right over here. Very good. Oh, that's pretty close. That's good. Is that it? That's no, you can see me. Well, I think 8-2. If we do 8-2, I think I'm touching it already. It's kind of a tough one there. So 8-2-2. Let's add 1/10 to it, so maybe 9. So that's a 23.4. Could we call that? Let's say a 23.4 if we're pretty generous. It's pretty good. So 23.4 for this one, maybe 23.5, but 23.4. I think we got 23.3 as a record that we've seen here. So, okay, we're holding it okay. I was feeling okay, not too bad. So that's fine. Did I have any commentary? Okay. I don't know if that recorded. It did, because of all the water. But that was definitely a 23. It was. I could see it on the clock when I was getting out there. We'll see how the dive was when... It was a bit too fast, but well, yeah, pretty good. It was. All right, number 2. So number 2, let's see here. All right. So let's see, is this gonna, yeah, here's the wall. Yes, that is gonna happen. Let's see here. I think this dive is a little early as well. Let's see where it hits the 59 so we can have a good... Okay, you see that? This is 58. Yeah. See, that's a weird one. You can kind of see it there. So let's just do 214, sort of. All right, definitely 247. All right, let's see here. 45, 214. So 46, 21 something should be. Yeah. Oh boy. Look at that, like 90 degrees with my leg there. Holy shit. It's almost like my knees are touching the water, you know. It's like if they're bended anymore. I think we're actually going to see the 59 on this. Yeah. Now, I'm still technically touching the wall here. Oh, look at that. That's a cheating. And once again, it's like 2 frames over 237. So again, we're going to add another generously another tenth to the final time, maybe 2/10 really, because again, this was an early dive. But again, it's like whatever. It'd be nice to have a pool that had a touchpad, a proper buzzer, and a light, but you know, this is a 4-foot pool, so. Okay, so let's just go to the action here. Let's see how 23 this is. So 22 is where it turns here. Okay, it's another weird one. 217. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay. All right. You can see the water being more turbulent here. Oh, no. Oh, is that me over here? Oh, is that me? Yes, it is. Oh, it's already at 23. Well, who cares? All right, so close. So close. Okay, so my arm is coming over because I was trying to glide in with the other one, and it was just a bad thing. That's a shame. Yeah, if you have to touch it like that, that's horrible. Yeah, we'll count that. So that is a 0.669. Let's say that's a 4 plus 1. Let's say a 23.5 or 6. You know, and I think this could have been a little bit better if my arm was, right, this arm over here, if I glided in. Yeah, because look at how fucking close I was there. I could have glided it that in. Because you could see that right when it turns 22. You could see me in 2 frames over on the left here. You could see me coming in. So that could have been a 1/10 or 2/10 faster, but we'll call that a 23.5 or 6. All right, very good. I don't think I have any good commentary, but let's listen to it nonetheless.
Well, let's see here. So, all right, that recorded too. I'm going to assume that's a 23 something.
It is.
You know, the hand was not the best.
Yeah.
Just too far. You know, second 22 or 23. You know, it's pretty good. And next one's on the 42. And
all right, so let's do next one on the 42 here. And let's see here. Oh, look at that. I get out of the pool. That's a pretty cool jump out.
number 3.
Those were kind of early dives, so let's do a good one now. All right, so it definitely switches over at the 23.121. All right, so let's see if the dive was good. Okay, so look at this, 24.17. So we're already off the wall. So this is a slow dive because I'm like, ugh, we want to have it a little slower. Look at that. I'm just like, I don't even know how physics is making this possible. How do I not slip in? How is this possible? It's like a 90-degree. This is insane. So this is a slow dive because I'm fully 0.3 of a second stuck on the wall here. Okay. Now, do we want to count that? I mean, we'll make note that it's a plus 0.3 this time. Really, you know? So we'll see, because again, if I just did it right, at least with the relay dive and how does that, you know, blah, blah, blah. But if it was like a proper dive, you know, because the other ones were a 1/10 off, and we'll see what this is. But see, by this time I was a bit tired, so it doesn't really matter because I did a 24 here probably, so. All right, let's see here. 22, I'm not even close here. That's already a 23. No, it's just, look at that. My hand is right there. I'm gliding in. Oh, look at that, you son of a bitch. It turns a 20 right there. Now, we can't call that a 24. We can't call that a sub 24. You can see my hand is not touching. It's probably touching here, definitely here, probably here too. So we're going to call that a 48.196. Now, that's maybe 0.05, but again, plus 3. So if it was like a decent dive, if we take off, this would be a 23.8 with a good dive, I think. We could call this a 23.8 if the dive wasn't slow. we could have made a 23.8 on this one. And it was a nice glide in as well. I didn't take another stroke and then, over like that, and that slows you down. This was a good finish, I will say. This was a good finish. And again, I only saw 23 on the clock, which is, fine. And again, with a good dive, this could have been probably a 23.8. This could have been a 23 with a good dive, actually, even on number 3. So let's just move on to number 4 because we're just barreling through these. That's good. Let's see here, 45. This is almost a 25. I barely saw the 24. The wind is moving this fucking thing again. That's fine. Let's see where it goes to 29 or 59. Right over here. Okay, and this is 34.155. And let's see how good the dive was here. Look at this. Okay, so we see that. Let's see here, 35.37. So this was off by, let's say, 0.2, which is like allowable. I mean, in terms of it's not super slow. Yeah, I'm off of here. So it's off by 0.2, but, whatever. We'll see how it ends. So that's 23. I'm nowhere near the wall. Don't worry about it. 24. Oh, hold on. This wasn't too bad. That's my hand in there. Okay, never mind. It's not that bad. Look at that. I didn't even see that. See, this is why it's good to record it, because if you like look real quick, it's like, what does that count, Okay, that's not too bad at all. That one or that one? Probably that one. 59.565. So this is a 24.4, and with the dive, maybe you take off a tenth about. Maybe it's a 24. It's a 24. I mean, it's definitely a 24. It's a 24 mid. So it's not bad. I'm tiring out. I had about 5 minutes in between these and did very little amount of swimming there. So these sprints are good. Definitely. So we did basically, with the adjustments and everything, including forward adjusting it, backwards adjusting it. I mean, these were 23s and then a 24 at the end, really. The third one was a 23. It was just a slow dive. So, yeah, so 23s and a pretty mid 24, definitely tiring out. So that's pretty good. That was fun. So let's say 23.4. 23.5 or 6, 23.8, and then a 24, let's say 3 at best, 24.4, 24.3 if we adjust it a little bit. So that's pretty good. I'm not seeing any breakthroughs, but my strategy is just to do these a few times a week and hope that sprint. It would be nice if there are other people who are kind of fast and you could just kind of, go with them or something. But I'm pretty happy with it because I looked up the 23.4. Let's see here. No one's seeing this on the screen, but I'm reading 23.59 is the current A time. So we basically hit that today twice almost. 23.59 is the A standard, the top 15% for 17-18 boys. And we hit 23.4, 23.5. Now, the dive is going to be different, but I think this approximates it pretty well. If anything, it underestimates the speed. And again, no competition. So for the first two, back-to-back, I hit top 15%, despite the fact that I'm double the age here now. And, that's pretty good. And if we look back at the old times, I mean, when I was swimming 20 years ago, this would have been like double A. So... would it have been? I don't know. I don't care. The point is, it's pretty good. Let's see here. 20, I'm seeing 50 meter for, 23.79 got you a double A. So we basically hit that 3 times in a row almost here. 23.8 was the third one we said with the adjusted dive. So I'm pretty happy with this. It's okay. I wish I was improved. But then again, with the tenths of second, how can you improve it? Oh, it's fine. It's fine. It's all good. So anyways, I think that's it for now. We did some quick ones here, and then I'll have dinner, and that's basically it. But this was good. This was good. And, yeah.